From Beerus apparently forgetting that Goku is a father, to Vegeta making Broly pick up the soap. Pause. This spicy chapter has a surprisingly boring start. Blah blah blah. Goten and Trunks are stopping the robbers. Carmine is putting me to sleep. I mean, who cares? But skip forward 15 pages and oh look, buff alien dudes are punching each other. This, my friend, is what I am here for. Because this is good stuff. Vegeta's training with Broly is hands down the best thing to come out of this chapter because it gives you and me, us the readers, the impression that the story is actually finally progressing. Now, at the beginning of this fight, Vegeta is basically toying with Broly, who is trying his best to learn how to fight without snapping. And as the fight slowly progresses, we see that the training is actually working and Broly is starting to clash with Vegeta in his Super Saiyan transformation a little and is not raging that much. I like the fact that we not only get Goku training Broly, but Vegeta as well, because Vegeta has this harsh yet effective way of teaching things to people, and it's fun to watch how Broly responds to this. But before Vegeta goes on to drop an important nugget of wisdom onto Broly, which we'll touch on in just a second, he allows him to punch his forehead. If this panel feels eerily familiar to you, don't worry, you aren't going crazy because Totaro just traced the exact same thing Vegeta did against Granola. Maybe not traced, but yeah, it's the same thing. Taking a punch to the forehead to become strong. This panel alone leads me to speculate that, just like Beerus, who said he is always in a mindset of destruction, which essentially gives him this ability to grow his power limitlessly, Vegeta is slowly pushing towards the same goal of utilizing Ultra Ego no matter what state he's in. It's like he's basically taking notes from what Goku was doing in the Granola arc by using his UI in base and trying to apply it in a way that will suit his form. So when you get back to Vegeta's teachings, he's basically telling Broly that he doesn't need to eliminate his rage as if he's Goku in Ultra Instinct, but like a true Saiyan, he must learn to harness the anger and control it for a greater mastery of his power. So for now at least, it doesn't seem like Broly is trying to learn Super Saiyan God or make Super Saiyan 4 canon like many fans theorize, but his training is to merely get his existing forms under control, and that alone should make him thousands of times deadly, because from the first Super Saiyan all the way to Super Saiyan Blue, we've been consistently shown that when a form is mastered and controlled, it becomes stronger than it was before. So there's nothing preventing that same logic from applying in Broly's case, and once that time comes, I would not even be surprised if Broly managed to surpass and actually be the one to defeat Black Frieza. I mean, both of his Super Saiyan forms were already above Super Saiyan Blue, and you could even argue they were approaching or maybe slightly surpassed that Ultra Instinct tier of power that we saw in the tournament. Mind you, Broly was using these forms uncontrolled, but that's a story for another. However, what is a story for today is Beerus saying that once Goku is stronger than him, he will nominate him to be the next destroyer. To some people's shock, Goku does not refute the statement of once you are stronger than me, which then tells you and me that Beerus is still stronger than Goku. And I really never understood why people ever thought that Goku had surpassed Beerus. I mean, such a thing is a big deal for the progression of the story. And if it really happened, do you think the writers would be vague about it? No, I don't think so. They would ensure to blatantly state it so that it is clear to everyone. Or at the very least, they would give Goku a rematch against Beerus to show he has finally surpassed the God of Destruction. So now that that has finally been confirmed, let's move on from there and head towards Gohan going beast this chapter. We see that Goku and Vegeta are finally able to sense Gohan transforming this time because they were apparently so immersed in their battle to the point that they could not sense his first time he went beast. I call BS on this one. This is bad writing and you can disagree with me if you want, it's just my opinion. Well, I don't care how far Beerus' planet is from Earth because in the Resurrection F movie, we literally saw Goku being able to sense Gohan's ki while he is using Super Saiyan and he's able to teleport to Earth by sensing such a low power level. I do not for even 1 second buy the fact that a powerhouse like Beast Gohan, who is certainly leagues stronger than Jiren, being who was confirmed to be stronger than a God of Destruction, cannot be detected from Beerus' planet just because Goku is fighting. Yeah, that makes no sense to me, and it's fine if you disagree. But that ridiculous moment is at least put to use because Goku uses this opportunity to return to Earth. This potentially sets up a fight against both of them at their full power in the next chapter. Although I would love to see Beast Gohan and Goku fighting, personally I'd much rather have more information or a glimpse of what Black Frieza is up to. I just don't see how such a fight would move the plot forward besides just confirming to us that true UI Goku slams Gohan in the dirt. So final thoughts. Overall, this chapter is a solid 5 out of 10. Could be better. I mean, it's okay. It ties things decently from the previous arc and tries its best to transition us to a new storyline, but brought this chapter down down for me is Carmine and the Red Ribbon stuff. You could shoot me on the foot or pay me $1 million and I still wouldn't care about that stuff. They shoved that crap down our throats for 10 months straight and it's time to move on from that. Some of you may rate this chapter a 7 or an 8 and that's fine, but I wouldn't blame you for that. Any food tastes good when you're starving anyways. Jokes aside, I'm looking forward to the next chapter, which will hopefully give us some 10 out of 10 exciting developments that are worthy of an 18-month break from new content.